Thank you, Sinestral. I'm Carol Covin. You can find me on Facebook, C-O-V as in victory, I-N, or on YouTube. About 4 years ago, I was diagnosed with Parkinson's. It comes out as a tremor in my left hand. I was kind of annoyed because it was about a year after I'd been diagnosed with cancer. Now, I found the funny in cancer. Cancer should come with a secretary. But I was having trouble finding the funny in Parkinson's. So I went to YouTube, as you do, and I typed in funny Parkinson's. And I got a comedian, Vicki Clafkin, who listed things you could do better if you had a tremor in your left hand. I thought that was a great idea. So I started thinking of the tremor as a superpower. And I started thinking about things I could do with such a superpower. I could be a bartender, specializing in James Bond martinis. Shaken, not stirred for all you James Bond fans. I could be a vending machine attendant. When the vending machine keeps your candy bar, I would shake the machine and get your money back. I could work for a gardening company, spreading grass seed, fertilizer, salt in the winter. I could work, where else could I work? I could work making omelets. I could be a cook specializing in shake and bake. I could be a musician. My musician friends tell me I have a natural vibrato. I'm not sure what that is, but I'm glad I have one. I could play castanets. I don't have to learn how to play them, I just have to learn how to hold them. Something about children you may have noticed if anyone in this room have children. They learn about the world by copying what we do, what they think they see us do. You know this right away when they start to talk. They've heard bad language, and somehow they know exactly when to bring it out with exactly the right force. So you know they're watching. So I like to talk about rollover and cat. Rollover. So when my son was about 9 months old, he still wasn't rolling over. The doctor recommended that I get an appointment at Children's Hospital to find out what was going on, because normally that's a 4-month milestone. But in the meantime, I took him to the Cerebral Palsy Center here in Falls Church. They gave me some exercises, and he started turning over the very next day. And he said, "We will probably never know why he didn't turn over, but he's fine now." So I told this story from time to time, and I always ended it with, "And we will probably never know why he didn't turn over at the right time, but he's fine now." When he was 5, he overheard me telling this story to a friend. And he said, "I know why I didn't turn over." I said, "You know why you didn't turn over?" He said, "Yeah. I was drinking a bottle of milk. I turned over, and I fell down the stairs, and it hurt. And so I decided I would never do that again." And as soon as he said that, I remembered that sure enough, I had set him down on the floor outside our kitchen at the top of the stairs, and that was the moment he chose to turn over. Roll all the way down the stairs. I ran down the stairs, picked him up, make sure nothing was wrong, and then I completely forgot about it. I'm a bad mom. So that was rollover. So walk. So when my son was 9 months old, he picked up a toy in one hand, picked up a toy in the other hand, looked at both of his hands and decided that he didn't want to put the toys down, so he walked over to me. I was on the phone with my mom. I started screaming, you're walking, Mommy's walking." Now you scream at a 9-month-old child who's just learned to walk, just taking his first steps. He sat down on the floor. He didn't take another step for 2 weeks. So cat. We had a cat that we adopted from a family that had 17 cats in the house. So this cat was a little wild, and we had no other cats, so he had no reason to be afraid. But for some reason he took it into his head that our 2-year-old son was threatening his food bowl. So one day I caught him just as our son was rounding the corner. The cat jumped out and scratched his face. So I picked up my son, dried his tears, told him he was okay. 2 days later, I walked in on my son holding the cat over the stairs. Now, I tried to say, "Don't drop the cat," And I mixed it up with put the cat down, and it ended up being drop the cat. He dropped the cat down the stairs. That cat never bothered him again. I'm Carol Covin. Thank you. You can find me on YouTube and Facebook. Thank you very much. Good night.